Excuse me, madam, but it seems to me, unless I'm mistaken, that I've met you somewhere before.
I too, sir. It seems to me that I've met you somewhere before.
Was it by any chance at Manchester that I caught a glimpse of you, madam?
That is very possible. I'm originally from the city of Manchester. But I do not have a good memory, sir. I cannot say whether it was there that I caught a glimpse of you or not.
Isn't that curious? I too am originally from the city of Manchester, madam.
That is curious.
Isn't that curious? Only I, madam, I left the city of Manchester about 5 weeks ago.
That is curious. What a bizarre coincidence. I too, sir, I left the city of Manchester about 5 weeks ago.
Good Lord, how curious that is. I took the 8:30 morning train, which arrives in London at 4:45, madam.
That is curious. How very bizarre. And what a coincidence. I took the same train, sir. I too.
Good God, how curious that is. Well, perhaps it was on that train that I saw you, madam.
It is indeed possible. That is not unlikely. It is possible, and after all, why not? But I don't recall it, sir.
I had seat number 3, next to the window, my dear lady.
Curious that is. Good Lord, how bizarre. I had seat number 6 next to the window across from you, my dear sir.
How curious that is. We were then seated facing each other, my dear lady. It is there that we must have seen each other.
It is indeed possible, but I do not recall it, sir.
To tell you the truth, my dear lady, I do not remember it either. However, it is very possible that we saw each other on that occasion.
It is true, but I'm not at all sure of it, sir.
Since coming to London, I have resided in Bromfield Street, my dear lady.
How curious that is. How bizarre. I too, since coming to London, I have resided in Bromfield Street, my dear sir.
How curious that is. Perhaps we have seen each other in Bromfield Street, my dear lady.
How curious that is. How bizarre. It is indeed possible, but I do not recall it, sir.
I reside at number 19, madam.
How curious that is. I also reside at number 19, my dear sir.
How curious that is. And what a bizarre coincidence. Well then. Perhaps we have seen each other in that house, my dear lady.
It is indeed possible, but I do not recall it, my dear sir.
My flat is on the 5th floor, number 8, my dear lady.
How curious that is. Good Lord, how bizarre. And what a coincidence. I too reside on the 5th floor in flat number 8, my dear sir.
Good Lord, how curious that is. And what a bizarre coincidence. I have a little girl, my little daughter. She lives with me, dear lady. She's 2 years old. She's blonde. She has a white eye and a red eye. She's very pretty. Her name is Alice, dear lady.
What a bizarre coincidence. I too have a little girl. She is 2 years old, has a white eye and a red eye. She is very pretty. And her name is Alice too, dear sir.
How curious that is. And what a coincidence. And bizarre. Perhaps they are the same, dear lady.
How curious it is. It is indeed possible, dear sir.
Well then, my dear lady, I believe there can be no doubt about it. We have seen each other before. You are in fact my own wife. Elizabeth, I found you at last.
Donald, it's you, darling!
are too happy to be able to hear me, I can therefore let you in on a secret. Elizabeth is not Elizabeth. Donald is not Donald, and here's the proof. The child that Donald spoke of is not Elizabeth's daughter. They are not the same person. Donald's daughter has one white eye and one red eye, like Elizabeth's daughter, whereas Donald's child has a red right eye and a right left eye. Elizabeth's child has a white right eye and a red left eye. Thus, all of Donald's system of deduction collapses when it comes up against this last obstacle, which destroys his whole theory. In spite of the extraordinary coincidences, which seem to be definitive proofs, Donald and Elizabeth not being the parents of the same child, are not Donald and Elizabeth. It is in vain that he thinks he is Donald. It is in vain that she thinks she is Elizabeth. He believes in vain that she is Elizabeth. She believes in vain that he is Donald. They are sadly deceived. But who is the true Donald? Who is the true Elizabeth? Who has any interest in prolonging this confusion? I don't know. Let's not try to know. Let's leave things as they are. My real name is Sherlock Holmes.